Hello, everybody out there. Well, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Oh, I'm 1 minute early. 1 minute early, so maybe I'll just ramble for a second here. Play with my lighting. Lighter, a little less, a little less, a little less, a little more, a little less. That's good. However, it's episode, oh God, I don't even know. I just put it into the thing. It's episode 100 and something. Trevor Talks it through. Hope everyone's having a nice time. Oh, there's some people. Good. Okay, I can start. So this week, it's very exciting. We're doing History of the Arrogant Worms, Part 2, The Rise of Steve Wood. It's going to be very exciting, very dramatic. There's all sorts of chases and fight scenes and everything like that. It was really quite a time. Yeah, host every people there. Good. Like as usual, if you can't hear me or something like, well, once again, I always say if you can't hear me, let me know, but you would never know. It looks like people are reacting. No one has gone, hey, can't hear you. What did I do this week? What have I done? Oh, I'm trying to think of, if I do interesting things that I should share them on a show. That seems to be something people do. So here we go. Let's go with my first picture here. So here's what I did yesterday. Here I am. That's me in an action photo. I told you to be action today. This is me playing Snow K. Me and a bunch of friends played Snow K. It's croquet on the snow. So that's why Snow K. If you don't get it right away, it's easier to say. When I typed it out, it looked like Snocket. It just didn't look right. Yeah. Morning for Saskatoon, says Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Hello. Yep. You can hear me? Good. Okay, good. So there's me playing Snow K. Isn't that exciting? I was in the lead the entire game. Way in the lead. So much in the lead. Just rounding the final corner there, and then I fell apart. I hung on to third place, but I was like one of those Olympic athletes, who's never going to wear that bronze medal because I was favored for the gold. Country was behind me. They're expecting big things out of me. I had the lead, and I blew it. I fell apart. Anyway, it was fun except for that. And really, it is all about the fun. Well, it's about the winning, and I lost, so there's some shame. I'm going to take that down. It's bothering me now. Okay, here we go. So last week, what did we do last week? Last week we had, it's not very well centered. Anyway, there's Nathan Fillion lurking in the corner of my screen there. Had him last week, and I had this guy pop up, Chris Patterson, who some of you might know from the supergroup, The Arrogant Worms. They're fantastic. You should check them out sometime, but you can't because of COVID. You can check them out online, but you can't see them live anymore. Yeah, because of COVID. So I'm going to take that off. There we go. I'm going with more of I've changed the aesthetic of the show. So my Friday live stream, I'm making it all crazy. And this one here, I've decided I'll just, make it clean aesthetic, just me and the screen. See how that goes. So people are saying good morning out there, which is great. Snow K, that's right, Snow K. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, everyone can hear me? Good. Okay, it's going well so far. So today we have very exciting Steve Wood. There we are in the old times, in the before days, way before times. There we are at a place called Kingston Brewing Company. Colloquially referred to as the Brew Pub, still here in Kingston. That was one of the first places we had regular gigs there in the Grad Club. And you can see there are four of us. You can count that on your hands and you still have a thumb to spare. So I'm not talking about hard math here. So there's four of us there. You might notice that we're usually referred to as a music comedy trio because there's three of us, and that is also correct. That math is correct. But once upon a time, there were four of us. Yeah. Did you? Yeah. You probably all knew that, but I'm just reiterating. So the first History of the Worms, I kind of went through some of the early stuff. We got like to 1992, I think, and we're not getting any further than that today. But we're gonna get a new perspective from the fourth worm, Steve Wood. You can see him over there. He's not the guy on the bass guitar, and you see me. I'm just standing. That's all I can do is stand. Mike's on the other side, and I'm just standing. And there's John over there. I might try to get John on sometime soon too. So there we are. As I was doing my more research, I found some other old songs, never before played songs. So I'm going to do a couple of those before we get Steve on. And then we'll have Steve on. So you can start thinking of your questions. Steve remembers the early days better than Mike and me because our memories are terrible. So he might actually be able to illuminate things. And later on today, I want to start talking maybe about recording the first album, because I don't think I really talked about that last time. So here's one I'm going to play first that I found. Totally forgot about this one. I wrote this one with John. I think John actually wrote most of it. There you can see it's on dot matrix. Found it. I can barely read it. It's so faded. I'm going to do my best here. It's called Hello, My Name is Leonard Cohen. So let's see how this goes here. I'm going to give myself some reverb, some Cohen-y reverb. Here we go. Never recorded. I don't even know if we recorded this for the campus radio station. Okay, here, let's see if I can read this. Oh, my name is Leonard Cohen. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Hello, my name is Leonard Cohen. I'm old, my voice is gravelly. I keep on making albums to support that one good song I had, and the little children whimper as they fly off to a rainbow, and a pretty girl sits with me, and she says she'll make me coffee with as many lumps as I would like to have. Hello, I'm a national treasure, though you won't see me on much music, or hanging out with Aerosmith, or maybe even moving, and certainly not singing. There's a pigeon on the doorstep, and it watches the street cleaner, and it cries its best intentions, 'cause this pigeon has a longing to be clean. And she comes to me and tells me wheat is growing in Nebraska, which is not all that surprising, and she brings me my coffee with as many lumps as I would like to have. There we go. I think that's a world debut of that song. I think that's a world debut. Like I said, I think that might have been too weak for us even to record on the campus radio station there. Yeah, there it is. There you go. World debut. World debut. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There it is. Exists here only. Yeah, I didn't know much about Leonard Cohen, so I'm pretty sure John wrote most of that. Yeah, I remember we sat around my place, which is, I lived at the time, which is all of 2 blocks from where I'm sitting right now, because I've come a long way in my life. And yeah, knocking that one out. Okay. And then I found on the back of this was like, did you see that? There's more writing on the back of this. More writing. I went, oh my God, there's more on the back of this piece of paper. And there's another song, which I'm pretty sure did not get recorded at all. And you're going to know why in a second. I don't even think I had a tune set for this, so I'm just going to come up with something on the fly here. Yeah, so this is raw. This is... Okay. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll do that. That sounds like a nice tune, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. So, I didn't even have a title listed. I know what it would be, though, but I don't want to ruin it. It only has one joke. Billy didn't like his home, so one day he went off alone. He went through the forest and the hills. That would prove the end of poor Bill. Because in the forest because there was a giant who drew on walls. This giant was a bit of an artist, it seems. Billy didn't care. He just screamed. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I missed a line because of my poor pen. I'm starting over. If you look at this, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. No one could read that, not even me. Okay, it was important for the plot, though. I have to start over. Billy didn't like his home, son. One day he went off alone. He went through the forest and the hills. That would prove the end of poor Bill. He shouldn't have gone into that cave at all, because in there was a giant who drew on walls. The giant was a bit of an artist, it seems. Billy didn't care. He just screamed. The giant didn't like Billy at all. He dragged his head across the stone wall. Billy screamed, but not for long, 'cause pretty soon his head was gone. But his guts the giant didn't waste. He drew a real big happy face. So if you're walking by a cave, don't look in, run away. So kids, listen to your old ma, or you'll end up a lot like Billy the human Crayola. I don't know why we never recorded that. Geez, how did that not make it on the first album? That's as good as I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, it's not. Wow. I like my rhyme. I definitely wrote this one. Old Ma and Crayola. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. I'm proud of myself for that. So there you go. Those were never ever heard before. I didn't even remember that other one existed. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, someone makes Rippy the Gator tame. Well, you might notice this is like the prototype of Rippy the Gator because the child I'm so cruel to, his name is Billy. I don't know if there was some Billy when I was a kid that I'm seeking repeated revenge on or something. I don't know what's going on there. Huh. There's some dark stuff swirling about. Okay, one more lost song. This is a group of very short songs. We did, I don't even know why we did this. We did a series of, we decided to write a bunch of little jingles for towns near Kingston. I'm from Belleville, so I kind of wrote that area. I wrote Belleville, Trenton, and Bloomfield. Steve Wood wrote The Greatest One of All. I hope he remembers his Adolphustown song, because I still sing it to myself frequently, and certainly whenever going by Adolphustown, which everyone should do. Everyone should do. So here we go. I got three of these. So the first one's about Belleville, where my homeland. Belleville on the Bay of Quinte, where the mighty Moira, that's the river, mighty Moira runs fast and runs free. Belleville, heaven on earth, the very best place this side of Perth. That's a good effort. Then I did Trenton, just down the road. If you're looking for some fun, come to Trenton. If you're looking for someone, come to Trenton. The Air Force Base is nice, the people do suffice, and all the roads are paved mostly. So if you want to chew some gum, come to Trenton. If you want to see your mom, come to Trenton. She's waiting for you. And then my last one was Bloomfield. Which was, I think I did as a Gregorian chant. I got up here, let's crank this up. Bloomfield, Bloomfield, Bloomfield is nice. There you go. It's good to break out the old material. Yeah, just because it's not very good doesn't mean it shouldn't get performed sometime. That's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so there we go. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? That was a lot of fun. So yeah. Richards. Okay. So now we're gonna. Hey, we got 30 people already looking at this crap. This is great. Good. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. I know you have a lot of options for your entertainment on a Sunday morning, and I'm glad you picked this. I'm going to attempt now to bring Steve on. I thought I had posted on the internet for people to ask questions for Steve, but I guess I didn't, because I looked back and I didn't find any. So you guys are going to have to come up with some questions. I've got some questions ready. So we'll just revisit. So Steve was a founding member. He was there when all this happened. I think I mentioned before we all met in the Queen's Players. The first time I remember us all being in the room together was for the rehearsing the song "The Crawl," which I played at the last history episode. So I'm pretty sure Steve was in that room. Maybe he remembers it differently. So I'm gonna put these in here so I can actually hear Steve when I pop him up. And there we go. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I gotta move. Let's move some stuff around on my screens here. I'm just gonna shrink that. Okay, and then I'm gonna make Steve bigger. I want to make him bigger than that. I want him full. Okay, and then I'm gonna press. This is why it's called Trevor Talks It Through, by the way, because this is literally what happens. And I got to get rid of that picture of us. Where's that picture of us? Where did I put that? Let's get rid of that, and then let's put on this. Oh, he popped up. That's great. And now I have to make it so you can hear him. You can't hear him yet. Now you should be able to hear him.
Can you hear me?
Can people of the internet? Can you hear Steve? Mary's saying hi, Steve, but I don't know if that meant she actually heard you.
Yeah, she may not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll just keep talking until somebody says.
Hi, Steve. Yes, they can hear you, Steve.
Hey, technology.
Oh man, wow. Whew, sometimes I can't even get the stream started, and other times I'm able to actually do something like this,
but when it works, it's magic.
Which I'm pretty impressed by. Okay, let's see if we got some questions. Well, I'll start off. Just hello, Steve. I have the same question. I'm going to start with the same question I ask everyone, because it's this question that the arrogant worms get generally at the first of an interview. You might remember this as well. So, Steve Wood, where did you get your name? Because it's hilarious.
What? Where did I get my name?
Well, that's what everyone asks the arrogant worms. Like, where'd you get the name? How'd you come up with
the
that?
Arctic Worms. I thought you meant Steve.
I do. Yeah. I'm applying. I'm trying to apply the skills. I'm trying to play what have learned as being interviewed, because it just seems like everyone says that. So it must be a really good first question.
Yeah, I don't recall. I mean,
You don't recall?
I was probably there.
Yeah. Okay.
But
No.
actually, I do know that my mother has told me that she was looking through the newspaper and came across somebody named Stephen Douglas.
Oh, but that name was taken, right? So you couldn't get that.
Well, so Stephen became my first name, Douglas became my second name, and Wood thrown on the end.
Just because she saw some random dude with that name.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Huh. Well, I was hoping for a better story, not just for our viewers, but for you, for you personally. I was hoping.
No, there's no grand, historical family thing behind it. It was just a couple of random names that my mother saw.
Okay, so not even named after like a soap opera character or something like just saw the exciting name Stephen, which is so unusual.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that
with the PH.
Oh, that's the twist.
That's the twist.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on from that. That was okay. That didn't go as well as I was hoping, to be perfectly honest. Okay. I'm gonna start Mary Mary. Quite contrary. Well, I shouldn't say that. But I just say things that rhyme. I don't mean them. Just like the human Crayola. That just rhymed. Old Ma had to rhyme with Crayola. What is your favorite Worms memory? This is good. They're tossing you some softballs off the bat here. They're gonna get meaner later on. I know this crowd. Favorite Worms memory.
Favorite Worms memory.
This is not supposed to be hard for you. This is just.
Again, this was 30 years ago. I don't know if I really have well. I mean, winning the Buskers Festival was great.
Okay, the Buskers Festival. Okay, so what are your recollections? So we were starting out. This was our first year. I've got like I said previously, I've got the calendar out. So this was our first year of actual being an act, which we first had our show in November of '91, and then the summer of '92 was the Kingston Buskers Festival. What is your recollection of that?
I remember us playing along Princess Street and a lot of little alcoves to start out. I don't know. It was I guess those were legit spots that we were supposed to be at.
Yeah.
I remember meeting a lot of the other acts. There was there was sort of like a Shakespearean company.
Yeah.
You recall them?
They're still around. Mike has mentioned that they're still around. But of course I'm blanking on their name.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
And I know, is that where we met Checkerboard guy?
We met the Checkerboard guy. Yeah. And we met all these other guys. And then we had, so there's this thing at the, here we go. I got if you can see where it says Buskers Festival right there.
Right.
There you go. July 9th to 12th. Turning point. So basically the whole festival was buskers on street corners. And then they had this finale where instead of being on a street corner, you're finally in the middle of the Confederation Basin, and we have microphones and amplification. And they have like a bunch of acts perform. We kind of got the pity vote from the local Kingstonians because we were local. So we got to be in the finale. And then all of a sudden, all of these acts, which do so great, and we're a musical act with microphones all of a sudden and massive amplification, which was awesome. So what happened there? Can you describe what happened after we all competed? Who?
Well, we won, I think, much to our surprise.
We won. Yeah.
Which may have been additional pity vote. I'm really not sure.
Yeah. I think it was mainly because we were a band and we had now had amplification, and everyone else were just people busking, but now looking tiny because they were very far away from everyone. I think
Plus, when you have you're funnier when you're louder, of course. So.
Yeah. Mike McCormick has taken that to its logical end. Hasn't he? Yeah. He's I'm louder. Hopefully, we'll get Mike on the show one day.
Mike does not need amplification.
No. It should be disallowed.
His own, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I have some questions for you here. What do I have? I wrote down some questions before this.
Sure.
I
should say that picture you initially had up of us playing the brew pub.
Yep.
I thought that was actually quite. There's a little bit of foreshadowing there. If you notice, I'm really far away from you guys.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to have picked up on that at the time? Was that? And I just was totally, it's like one of those relationships where,
Being really
I'm
subtle.
thinking this is going great. This is going great. The bass player is totally into our act. And the whole time it's just
Shuffling
heads
farther and
down,
farther
look, shuffling further away, looking more and more steadfastly at your feet. Yeah. Huh. I didn't pick up at that on the time.
I think that was just so I didn't whack you with the.
Okay, so I have a bunch. Do you recall the show at Gertz? McGill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I described that on my previous. How was that? I recalled you throwing up Gert's famous pizza. Was this
Yes,
memory correct? This is correct. Okay, good.
Yeah. Looking back, I don't know if it was just the pizza because it was a pretty awful gig. Maybe it was sort of my mind also saying, "Get the hell out of here! This is terrible."
So maybe that's one of those moments where you were going, "Hey, maybe this isn't fun."
Could be.
Yeah, I've just.
I remember we needed to. Well, first of all, we had to wait until. Actually, let me back up. First of all, we had to rent our own PA system.
Yes.
And drag it out there, and then put it together, which none of us really had any experience doing.
In a snowstorm.
In a snowstorm, yeah.
In Montreal.
And then we had to wait till the hockey game was over.
Oh, I forgot about the hockey game. Oh, this is good because I tell this story often as our worst gig, and that is I had forgotten it was so terrible all around. Okay, I forgot we had to wait for a hockey game to be over.
Yeah, we had to wait for the Habs to be over, and then that was when we were still doing the sort of half songs, half sketches, and the sketches were just going nowhere. I mean, there were how many people were there? Like 2 or 3?
No, there was about half a dozen.
Okay,
because there was a couple of people who were sort of there and mildly interested. Mm-hmm. There was the guy who kept on yelling, "Play some dance music." There was the booker of the owner, the guy who ran the bar. And then there was the guy who I managed to get out, who was the head of booking at the Montreal Comedy Festival, just for laughs.
Right.
Who was not impressed by the show.
I can't imagine why. Yeah, I remember the guy who booked us, he after the first set, he came by and I think he just basically said, "Listen, guys, I'm sorry, I totally misbooked you. You don't need to do the second set."
Yeah.
Which I think we're totally fine with.
Oh, I remember us being very fine with that by that point. Yeah, and we got paid though. We got paid, which was
exactly.
That was the shit.
Do you remember the other awful gig that I remember? I probably have more memories of awful gigs than good gigs.
See, this is why I'm bringing you on here. People need to know. They need to know the misery of the early Worms. Yeah.
We were hired by some company to play their Christmas party in Kingston. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was out at one of the hotels on Princess Street there. I have no recollection of what the company was, but I remember the owner, the boss. He basically, and it's a Christmas party. Everybody's there, with their spouses, and they're having drinks and having a good time. And then the boss came out and basically went, "Attention! You will now listen to this act that we hired, and you will laugh and enjoy it."
Yeah.
And then we went on, and
we
probably shut the place up. I don't think they were very happy to see us.
No, they weren't. They wanted to just hang out and get free drinks from the boss for once. I think it was insurance. And yeah, he came out and it was all like, "Everybody, I love this band, and you will laugh at this band, and you will sit and you will respond well to all their music and comedy." Yeah. In a way, we could have used that guy at some other.
Then he went and flicked the lights off a few times.
Oh, that's right.
Get their attention.
Quiet down. Yeah, I could have.
A bunch of kindergartners.
Yeah, I remember that. That was also a bad gig. Not as bad as Gertz, because we didn't have to travel as far. Wow. Okay, let's see if I got some questions here from the people in the stream here. Oh, well, now Mary, who asked you the softball question, getting right to the heart of it now.
Okay.
She says, getting right to the T. Why did you leave the Worms? And I must admit, this has been keeping me up nights for decades now. As I terse, could I have done more? Did I not notice the cues? And obviously now I know. No, I didn't notice. I just thought that's what bass players did, was drift away and not make eye contact.
Well, again, that picture was clear evidence of that.
Clear evidence. Okay, so what happened, Steve? What happened?
Well, the main thing, and this may sound weird, is that I just did not like touring.
You didn't like touring.
And we'd sort of gotten to a point where the Worms, where it was gonna get more serious, and there was going to be more to do, and more playing and more touring, obviously. And I just didn't have very good experiences with the first few times we went on the road. And I think looking back, I still am, I think, very much a homebody. At the end of the day, I just like coming home and being there. And it was now. Keep in mind that the original. Looking back, I'm sure the original touring wasn't great for that, because a lot of the times we were not in hotel rooms.
No,
we were like sleeping on somebody's floor.
Yep. And do you remember the vehicle we were often driving around in? It was Mike's. You had a truck, I think, but Mike also.
I had a truck.
But Mike had his
little. What was it? It was a little Chevrolet something or other.
It was a Plymouth
Horizon.
Yay! You just made everyone happy on the stream, because remember Mike had a song called Horizon. I don't know if that was after your time or not. It might have been.
Was that the same car that broke down halfway to Florida?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it broke down halfway to Florida. I'd forgotten about that. It broke down right, and we had to pull off.
You and I were in one car.
Yes.
You and I were in the good car.
We were in the good car, and the other guys were in the Horizon, and they had to pull off. Oh, I can't even remember the name of the town. It was in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
It was North Carolina. Yeah. Yeah. We thought
this was after Mike definitely told us that the car would not make it. We're like,
yeah, it won't make it. Where we're going anyway. Yeah. And the Horizon broke down yet again. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's good. Yeah. That's right. I remember you had the truck. That's right. Because that's your job as the bass player, is to have a vehicle.
Yeah. To lug all the gear.
Yeah. To lug all the gear.
When we play McGill pubs, need to rent a PA system.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, you made FNAF, in his handle on the thing is FNAF, and he always requests Horizon. I did that for him, because he just had a kid, and so he's like, he needs any hope now. So
did you name the child Horizon?
That'd be awesome. That's a way better story than how you got your name.
Yeah,
your name sucks, man. That's the worst ever. Worst origin story ever. Okay.
I agree.
Let's see what it takes. Let's take a look at some more questions here. I got more questions, but I like to take them from the stream if I can. Somebody wants to know if you live in Kingston. You don't. I'm just going to answer that on your behalf. He is at an undisclosed safe location. Safe location. Someone was asking what kind of music you play now. It's like they're making the assumption you still play music just because there's like a billion basses behind and beside you. Well, what kind of music you like playing now?
Well, just for kicks and laughs, playing a couple of just cover bands, just golden oldie kind of stuff, and which is fine. Actually, one thing I've done a lot of over the years, since getting back to Ontario, is doing a lot of like just community theater musicals.
Oh, okay.
Bands for those, and those are always fun. They're it's usually done over a couple of weeks anyways, for the run of the show, and they're fun gigs, and I've sort of got a company that I've been working with recently over the last few years. They're of course currently cut down or shut down with COVID, but hopefully next year we'll be back doing that sort of thing again. I think I've played Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat probably about 10 times so far.
That's good. So another tidbit: when we made Chris Patterson audition for the Arrogant Worms, he did all of Joseph and the Technicolor. That was he did a condensed version of the show for his audition for the Worms. I didn't. Wow, so many connections.
That's at the end of the show. There's the mega mix.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe that's what he did. I've never actually seen the whole show, but I feel like over the years with Chris, I've heard most of it.
Well, the next time I do it as a show, I'll get you. I'll give you some tickets, and you can.
I just remember Joseph, and he was doing his little dancing and stuff, and it was with dancing that got him the gig. It's like Mike and I can't dance. We're like we gotta add a little sizzle to this steak. That's what we were thinking. Yeah, that's how he got in. But that's another story. That's after John. We haven't even gotten to John yet.
Oh God, yeah. You'll have to get John on next too.
He'll
give take on things.
Yeah, John, that'll take a couple of goes, I think. Somebody wanted to be introduced to your guitars. Maybe you could just quickly talk about a couple of your guitars. I know this will only appeal to a certain bass.
I don't know.
Bass.
Here, I'll grab this guy.
Okay, just.
Because this has some history with the worms.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's the blue base.
So that's the original. That was the only base I had at the time.
That's the blue base of the Arrogant Worms, right there.
The blue base that we did the first album with, and all the first playing and whatever. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is you saw the original base on the first album.
That's going to be up there with I don't know, Clapton Strat and Paul McCartney's Hofner Beatle bass.
Yeah, it should be in a museum. This
belongs. Steve's blue worm bass.
This belongs in a museum. You're like,
it really does.
Indiana Jones is going to sneak into your secure, undisclosed location, steal that, and put it in a museum, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've always been buying, selling guitars, and then as I've sort of gotten older, I've kind of slowed that down and just stopped at 50 or whatever. I have no idea.
Wow.
45 was crazy, but I like them. I look at them. I play them. It's cool.
Good. Yeah. I know you could get into much more detail than that, but this is only
but nobody wants that.
No. One person on the stream totally wants it, and I think that's about it. Maybe they can send you a private message sometime.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to get into the first album a little bit later. So what is your recollection of how the recording of the first album came about? Because I think you were actually, now that I'm trying to use my memory, you were like the connector of that thing.
Yeah. Because I was playing in a band in Kingston with it was called Singers and Dancers. It's a terrible name, but that featured Sandy Singers. Is Sandy still active around there?
I think I think I see his name pop up sometimes. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm not that active, so you know what I mean. He could be totally doing stuff around town, and I wouldn't. I'd have very little notice of that. So
right. So I was playing in Sandy's band, and Sandy's friend. I'm blanking on his name.
Do you want me to help you here?
Yes, please.
Andy Thompson, the producer of all Arrogant Worms albums, all of them.
I was going to say Horizon, but no, you're right.
Most best known for producing Horizon. Yes. Yeah.
So Andy was in that band,
right.
And I think he and Sandy had a connection because he was living in Campbellford.
Yep.
I guess he's
still there.
He was coming from Campbellford to Kingston.
Yep.
To rehearse and play these gigs and whatever. So I've been playing with them for a while, and we actually went out to Andy's place to record a couple of tracks for. There was like I don't know if it was a radio station that did it, but it was like a Kingston compilation album.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we recorded a couple things and got one of the tracks put on that. And that's when I, obviously discovered that, oh my God, Andy has this, beautiful recording studio in this barn of his on his property. So when we were doing the Worms, and I don't recall how he finally said we should record some of this stuff professionally. But I was probably the one that chimed up and said, hey, I know this guy who's got a studio. And
so that was how we hooked up with doing the first album. Is Steve going, hey, I know this guy who has a studio. That's how things work when you start. I know this guy. Okay. And what does he do? He's a studio. Oh, is that how you make an album? Yeah.
Sure.
That sounds like enough information. Let's record an album. And I think that's about as far as our pre-production discussions got. I think that was, because of the entire lack of having any idea about what we were doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that was quite obvious when we actually showed up to record it.
Yes, that we had.
Okay, we're here now. Tell us what we do.
So, this is great. So, how does the album happen? Oh, well, these are microphones. Microphones. They don't look like microphones. No, these are the different mic. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Hey, you're too close to the microphone. What? Oh, yeah. That was.
Smell like beer.
Yeah. Do I talk it? Yeah. Those were good. Okay, I'm gonna say we got a couple. I think we'll have I'm gonna see if anyone else has a couple more questions, and then I'll go back to my list. I think I might have one or two more. See if anyone else has any more. Oh, what's your favorite? What was your favorite musical to play on? I'll say.
Oh,
that's a good question. And similarly, what's your favorite show tune in general or to play on? I'll let you answer whichever way you want as the part 2 of that question.
Yeah, unfortunately, I tend to forget a lot of the details once I'm done a show.
Oh.
There have been some shows where I actually, you know what, I have to admit, Joseph is a good show to play from strictly as a musician speaking, because it's all songs. It is first and second act are like 45 minutes long, and it's always popular. There's always great, you know, audience reaction, which is in part due to the fact that, and I don't know if this was an Andrew Lloyd Webber thing or it was sort of brought into the show later on, but there's this thing in Joseph, the children's chorus.
Right.
So they've got, you know, it's a pretty big cast anyways, and then they have this children's chorus where they get as many kids as they can cram on the stage to do this, you know, a little bit of singing here and there. And of course, the great thing is that all those kids have parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles that will want to come see Little Billy.
Yep. Oh, what's left of Little Billy? Yeah.
What's left of Little Billy up on the stage. So it's in a lot of the ways I think that show gets chosen purely as a money making.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the definition of a crowd pleaser, right? And yeah, and why wouldn't you do it? And like you said, it's short, so if you're playing in the band, you still get back, have some serious time at the after show pub meeting. Oh, yeah, instead of like getting there like 12:30 and just like, oh, I'm already usually asleep by now, you know. not that you're like that. Not that you're like that. No, I'm like that, but you know, I'm just.
The awful ones stick out more in my mind. Than
okay, what's the most awfulest then? Let's.
I think the awfulest one I did was. It was an old-timey musical called Calamity Jane.
Okay, I've heard that. I haven't seen it, but
it's a Western, and I think something changed over the years where musicals were like an entire evening.
Mm-hmm.
So they'd be 3 acts of like an hour each with intermissions then, of course. So, I mean, you're starting at 7 and you're getting out of the theater like 11 at the earliest.
Oh my God.
And it was really an old time kind of hokey musical that really didn't. Usually with most musicals, you go, that song.
That's the song.
Everybody knows that came from the show. Calamity Jane, no.
Okay. Nope. Didn't even have that song. Okay, I got one more question for the stream, and then I'll see if I have any last minute. So someone was asking if you wrote any Arrogant Worm songs. Did you? I think I know the answer to this, but
I'm not sure because
you have co-writing credits on a bunch of them.
Yeah. I mean, so some of those were just like when the songs were brought to the group, and you know, we would make suggestions or add things. So
well, I remember one song you did a lot of work on, fixing up, was the fishing song, because John and I wrote most of that together, and neither of us went fishing. So we had no. It's like, let's write a fishing song because it'll be really funny, because we'll do it like the Beach Boys. Instead of going surfing, they'll be fishing. That'll be really funny. And we had no idea what the actual technical terms for anything were, so we kind of got it done. And played it. And I think you were like, no, that's not what those are called. Yeah. So you.
Yeah. That was one I fixed up. Well, it was weird because when we first started, I think you or John already kind of had a lot of songs ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think for the first album there was necessarily a lot of room for extra stuff to come in. I can't remember. Aside from that one, I don't really remember. I don't think I ever wrote like a full thing.
I think you did. I think you did, Steve. I think you're forgetting. I think you're forgetting. Did you not write "Oh God, I'm Santa Claus"? Is that not?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes, because I'm going to be playing that a little later in the show.
Oh great. Okay, cool.
It's actually one of my favorite of that album. Oh God, I love that song. It's one of my favorites.
And then Tim Allen made a rip-off movie based on the same same premise.
Oh, that's how you can afford all those bases.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna get a little bit of Tim Allen money.
Yeah, you just sent that one letter saying cease and desist or send me some money, and they're just like, okay, whatever, dude. And they just, Merry Christmas, Steve. They said. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, aside from that one, yeah, there's a couple of the little town ones you were talking about earlier, the Adolphus town, and I wrote another one called Chafee's Locks Rocks.
Oh, that was a good one too. Yeah, you were really good at the community ones. Yeah.
If you gave me like a really small task to do, I was good at that.
Right.
Hey, can you write like a 30-second song about Adolphus town? It's like, no problem. Do a 3 or 4 minute thing and make it funny all the way through now.
Yeah, and then we tried to write the musical Torture of the Pants about your dream.
Right.
We made it halfway through. That would have been, now that you're doing a lot of musicals, maybe we should finish that, and then you could play bass on the Torture of the Pants. I'm not going to describe that anymore. If you want to hear more about Torture of the Pants, I talked about it on episode the History of the Worms Part 1. I did a description and played a good chunk of that just by myself, though. Anyway, we can work that project up now if we want. Yeah, maybe it's time to go back to that. What did I have left? The only thing I had left on my list of questions for you was if you still drink warm 50. Because one of my early memories of you was coming into one of the Queen's Players party with your, I think a 6 or a 12 of 50. I can't remember. It was probably a 6. Well, let's say it's a 6 to be nice to your past self. And then that you put it was in the winter, and then you put it on top of the water rad that was hot. And you left it there because you said that you were used to drinking warm 50 from being on fishing. That's what you told me. I bought it.
Really? Oh well, if that's what I told you, that was an entire lie.
Yeah, that's what you told me. And that way people wouldn't drink your beer. Whereas you probably just put it there because you didn't notice it was a rad, and then you were just covering your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So you didn't like drinking warm 50? I don't think
Trevor picked up on that.
Oh yeah, you probably hung out with other people and made fun of me after that, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've been telling that story for years, and now it seems like it's a lie. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Yeah, no, it probably was just covering. No, yeah, but it was one of those things where, for some reason I started buying 50. Nobody drank 50 in those days. Nobody drinks it now.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of those things so people wouldn't drink your beer when you went to a party. So it's like, I'll get this really awful beer, which I can drink. Okay. And it'll just stay there all night. Yeah, the whole warm thing was just like that was a friend of mine who was at Queens at the time, and when I'd be over at his place with some of his housemates and whatever, we would just leave the beer out near where we were sitting rather than walking the 30 feet to get it from the fridge cold, because that's a lot of work.
So still, you lied to me at the bare minimum. Exaggeration and the omission of certain truths were given.
I feel shame.
Wow, this has been an eye opener for me. I gotta say this.
I feel like I let you down.
Wow, this is like not picking a scab. This is like ripping open a scar, is what it is. Because it hasn't been a scab in a long time, so it's just. Fresh.
Well, we knew eventually this conversation was going to get.
No, I didn't know. That's the thing. I was unaware that this was going to happen. This is take no. I thought this was going to
be good,
be a happy reunion and stuff like Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was going to be more like one of those glossy looking back at the casts type of thing. Oh, let's revisit the cast, and then not like a whole like Tiger King type of. Type of look. Yeah.
But I stayed away from Tiger King. Did you watch it?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't stop, but I shouldn't have watched it. The thing is, I really love tigers, but that didn't help.
Yeah.
Oh, the one good thing is I learned that they're not that expensive, so I could get one if I really wanted, if I lived in Florida or something. Yeah, probably not in Ontario, but.
To make it up to you for the lying, I'll get you a tiger.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, okay. Don't let my wife know. Just put it in the backyard while she's at work, and I'll figure something out. I'll just keep it in the basement or something like that.
Yeah,
she'll never know. She'll never know. Is that all my questions? I think it's all. I'm going to take one last look to see if anyone has a last good one something that must be talked about.
While you're looking, I'm going to do a little show and tell.
Oh yeah, do show and tell. I forgot you brought. Do show and tell. I'm just going to look.
This is
Oh, there it is. Oh, that is okay. The Arrogant Worms, grrr. And what does it say?
Yeah.
It's comedy, but is it? I have that in my basement somewhere too, but I didn't have time before the show to go root in my basement today.
But is it art? And when you open it, oh yeah, this is it's a mix of sketches and songs.
Yeah, so that was we did 2 cassettes like that we sent off to campus radio stations. So that I think that's the other one was Mr. Something or Other's Head or something like that. They're both in my basement somewhere. Like I said, I've been busy the last couple of weeks, so I didn't get to root through. I'll try to find those for the next History of the Worm one. But yeah, those were the ones we sent, and they have a bunch of sketches on them too.
Right. One of the sketches is called Billy's Wish.
Yes, another version of me killing Billy. There are several iterations of me. I think that was the next version after the Crayola one, and that one is a fairy, my first kind of grim fairy tale, but it kind of inspired the rest of the ones. But I did that one live as a sketch. Yeah, that's the one where I tell the sketch like a happy story, and then I kind of switch. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing, and then I start doing mean, nasty things to him, and then I do nice things to him, and then I do mean, nasty things. There's so many issues. Wow.
Captain Cannibals was on this as well.
Oh, Captain Cannibals. Yep. Is Eagle Man on that one? That was one of my favorites.
Eagle Man leads off the whole thing.
I liked Eagle Man.
Episode 1, number 1.
Because maybe I don't have that cassette. I might not have it because I was looking for Eagle Man. So I think I have the other one. I don't have that one. I have the first one. I don't think I have that one. Huh.
I can send it to you because I do not have anything to play this on.
Okay. I have a handheld cassette player somewhere in my basement. I don't know if it works. I keep on meaning to hook it up so I can digitize all the old sketches. It's been on my list for 10 years, and I have not done it. So
I should send you this too. I didn't even know I had this. This is the DAT tape, I think, of our first album.
Yeah, that's not important.
Okay.
Yeah, it's straight into the trash, Steve.
Again, I don't have anything that will. Very few people have anything that will play this these days. So.
Okay. Yeah. The DAT, I don't know, but you want to send them. I got all the other crap when we got rid of the Arrogant Worm storage locker, all that crap came to my basement. So.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Yep. Got it all. I got it all in my basement.
And the only other 2 tapes I found were the first kind of handmade ones featuring 2 different types of.
Yep.
There's like a white. Oops,
hang on. Oh, you can't really tell. Yeah, there's a green and a white. I think there was also a yellow and an orange. I think because we cut those out by hand. Did you do any of the cutting? I know. I did a bunch. I think we all did. I think we all had to cut them out.
I remember photocopying the inserts at work.
Oh, you did the photocopying. Okay.
Because I had a photocopier I could pillage for free, rather than us going to Kinko's or something like that. So.
Okay. Well. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Unless you have anything else to show us, Steve.
I could try Adolphustown if you want.
Oh yeah. Because I have one line that I don't fully know what you say. So
okay.
Yeah, this will be good because I do actually sing it quite a lot, not to people, just to myself. Yeah, going downtown Adolphustown.
Right. Okay. I'm going downtown, Adolphustown, maybe grab an ice cream cone. The people are friendly, the streets are clean, and you never ever feel alone. I'm going downtown, Adolphustown, pat a little puppy on the way. The people are proud of their town, and it wasn't named after Hitler.
Oh, it's a beautiful song. It's a song for the ages. Yeah, that's lovely. And factually correct. Or did we ever research that? I don't think we ever fully. I think it's been named that for a while, though. So
that would ruin the joke if we researched it and found it.
It was actually named for Hitler.
It was named after Hitler.
That'd be a sad ending to that tale. Sad. Be a scandal, I think.
Yeah, I think
okay, well, thank you very much, Steve, for making time out of your busy day. I know we took some. I know you. You got to go back and play with your basses now. So, thank you. I'm going to make
Thanks for having me, Trevor. This has been fun.
Oh yeah, it was super fun. I think I don't know if you learned anything, but I learned some things today, Steve.
I definitely learned something.
Oh, you did too. Okay. So we have some more healing to do, but I think I think we can get working on that the next time we see each other.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
And see if you can wrangle John on the show. That'd be.
Oh yeah. He's on my wish list of special guests. So I'll see if I can get him. Okay. I'm gonna send you off into the abyss. Okay. Have fun. Don't scream in the darkness. Okay. See ya. Poof. There he goes. He is away. Well, that was fun. Do. Okay, so what are we doing now? I gotta get my other screen back up. Okay, so that was Steve. Hopefully you learned a lot about the deep, dark, arrogant worm past. Oh, I have to get that off. I gotta get my screen capture off. That's what I have to do. Do. There it is. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. So I let it go for longer than I had it planned, but that doesn't matter. I want to go back to. There we go. There we go. There's the hand-drawn cassette. That's the first album. What else? I had a couple more songs that had never got. So this is the song. I'll play one more song from the past that didn't get recorded. This one's called "Little Things Fun to Kick." Once again, we were particularly. Yeah. There we go. From the archives. Gerbils, midgets, siblings, cats, little furry bunnies and small fruit bats, derelicts, chickens, baby seals, but I'd be careful with banana peels. Little things are fun to kick. Little things are fun to kick. Pumpkins, pigeons, little pigs, public sculpture if they're not too big, fine bone china, nests of eggs, but don't kick a landmine if you like your legs. Little things are fun to kick. Little things are fun to kick. So if your wife has left you and your car won't start and you can't get it up and you need a brand new heart, but they don't call you up because they've lost the file, then may I suggest you kick a child, because little things are fun to kick. There you go. Also unrecorded. For pretty obvious reasons, yeah. Okay, little things are fun to kick. What else do we have going on here today? I think I'll condense this show because I'm trying to keep them to an hour. I guess in a. Oh, I know. I have to get that other. I think in a second we'll go to the poll for next week. So you can start thinking of what you want to put in there, and then we'll just go to the old. I always have to open up a different thing to do the poll. So start thinking of what you want for the topic from 2 weeks from now. I'm doing this twice a month. I'm doing it twice a month. Gives me a little more time. I think it covers enough ground. So start thinking of what you want. All right, let's pause that. So start thinking of what you want. Stop doing that. From 2 weeks from now. Stop. I'm doing this I'm in a time loop. Sorry, that was frightening. Geez, technology is difficult. Channel. Here we go. Creator dashboard. I got to find a different way to do these polls. Okay, polls. There we go. So start thinking about what you want for next week, which would be awesome. And I'm going to get into the little poll maker here. Manage polls. Always takes too long to do. New poll. Here we go. And I always put the same thing in. Topic. Here we go. Topic. If I could type topic as 5 letters, you think I could do that without an error. Start poll. Here we go. So you can start thinking of your topics, and I'll look at the stream and see what I can find. In the stream. Yeah. Also, I've started up a Patreon page because to keep this going. Also, if you become a patron, I'm putting a new very grim fairy tale up every week. And I started the poll without putting anything in it. Jesus, Trevor. Jesus. Oh, God. Okay. Let's try again. I thought I started a poll there, but I didn't. And I didn't because I didn't look at anyone's suggestions. Okay, let's go to the stream here. Here we go. Where's my okay. Okay, here we go. Thesis. Like my thesis? I'll just put thesis. Thesis is in there. Carburetors. Get a hold of yourself, Trevor. Carburetors. I wrote carburetors. Carburetors. Anything else? Tom Lehrer. Oh, there we go. Tom Lehrer. How do you spell it? Lehrer. I spelled. Oh my. I'm just. The show's going so well, and now I'm just. Time loops. Should I write that one down? I don't know what I would do with. Oh, I'm gonna write it down. Time loops. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? People pick it, and then the next show is just. Who knows what that would be? It might not even be the next show. It might have been the show 3 shows past that. Shanties. Okay. Are shanties still in? Is that moment over? Anyone? Shanties. Okay. Now I'm starting the poll. Idiot, Trevor. Okay, starting the poll now. Should be starting any second. Okay, now as I was saying, yeah, I've got Patreon, because if you want to support such high quality programming as this, and also if you want to get to see the new Very Grim Fairy Tales, which I don't really have any intention of putting out to the public anytime soon, so it's probably the only place you can get them. And what else? What else am I doing? That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I got some Patreon. I'm going to do some shout outs as I'm waiting here. If I can find my... Oh, where did that go? Oh my goodness, there we go. There we are. So I got some fine patrons. I'm sure some of them are here today. Aaron and David Lyle, Matt Marks, Geneva Stanbridge, Jennifer McDonald, Tony Rude. Those are some of the fine people who have stepped up, become patrons. Wonderful, wonderful people. Wonderful. Just the salt of the earth. Okay, let's go and find the poll. We're almost there. Next week's topic is view results. Carburetors. Really? Carburetors, finally. That was close. Carburetors is 51%. The thesis, 48%. Either way, it was going to be dull. Okay, 2 weeks from now. Carburetors. Finally, after weeks of trying. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, I'm a little surprised, I've got to admit. A little surprised by that outcome. Yeah. Oh, some people are saying finally. Some people, wow, that was shocking finale. Okay. I think I'm just going to do one more song from the Steve Wood song, Oh God, I'm Santa Claus. It's not even near Christmas or anything like that. And then we're going to call it a day, I think. Lyrics worms. Here we go. Oh God, I'm Santa Claus. If anyone has any last minute questions for me about the history of the worms, the early years, I'll quickly look at the stream. I'll just give it a second here. If anyone has... okay. If anyone has any... Nope. Now, Horizon's not going to happen today, FNAF. Sorry. He didn't write that one. I want this to be all things Steve Wood today. Oh, or maybe Horizon was what you wanted as the topic for 2 weeks. That would be quite the topic, too. So thanks, everyone, for stopping by. I'm going to end with, Oh God, I'm Santa Claus. Great hit. Big hit. There we go. From Steve Wood. The one Arrogant Worm song completely composed by Steve. He has co-writes on a lot of the stuff on the first couple albums. Lots of them. But this one is the one that he did. Okay, where's my key? Here we go. So thanks for coming by. I'll do next one's in 2 weeks. Here we go. Oh God, I'm Santa Claus. Open my eyes, what a beautiful day. Just the type that makes me want to say hooray. Still a little fuddy-headed from my sleep. Into my brain, reality seeps. Look all around me, can't believe what I see. Those little short people are surrounding me. I got a white beard, a suit made of red. My soul becomes filled with a keen sense of dread. Oh God, I'm Santa Claus! 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 Hop out of bed, kick an elf in the chest. What an awful way to awake from a rest. Santa, oh Santa, the little gnomes cheer. You shouldn't be nasty at this time of year. What do you mean? I say in a rage. And what are you doing with those big burlap bags? The elves, they do roar. Well, they're full of toys for you to deliver to the good girls and boys. Oh God, I'm Santa Claus! 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 Deciding my fate, I load up the sleigh, harness the reindeer and get underway. It's nippy out here in the cool Arctic sky. Good thing I remembered that bottle of rye. Flying over rooftops, throwing out toys, hopefully crushing those good little boys. Like a bad dream, I pray for release. Please let this hellish existence be ceased. Oh God, I'm Santa Claus! Oh God, I'm Santa Claus! From this nightmare I finally awake. The rain is on fire, my hands they do shake. Wait, they're not hands, they're cute little paws. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm not Santa Claus! Oh God, I'm the Easter Bunny! 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 I'm the Easter Bunny! Ah! There you go. There you go. Oh God, I'm the Easter Bunny. Oh, boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for coming by. Really appreciate it. This will go up on the internets when I get her. Like, it's already up on the internet, but I'll put it on the. Make sure it's filed away on the Arrogant Worms YouTube channel anyway. And yeah, in case you want to watch it again. Okay. So thanks. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And yeah. Talk about carburetors. Ooh, carburetors. Huh. Okay, I gotta. I'm gonna have to work on that one. Yeah, probably have to write a carburetor song, but I mean, it needs to be done. So everybody, thank you, and well, I was gonna say good afternoon. It's not even afternoon yet, and enjoy the rest of your morning. Well, it depends where you are. People are in different time zones. I'm ending the stream.